Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melina and I'm a 33-year-old cash budgeter here on YouTube as well as over on Instagram. And in today's video, we are going to be doing our weekly cash stuffing. I do these videos every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time and they do premiere. So we are in the live chat right now if you happen to be here on Saturday between 9 and 9:30. This past weekend, I apologize. It was my son's 8th birthday and you know what? That just took all of my priorities. So I did post last week's video a day late, but some of you guys were still able to make it to the live chat the following day, and thank you so much if you were one of the few. So today's video, I do have a couple of things. So first, we are going to be cash stuffing a total of $1,168. You can find these teller slips in my shop. They are reusable. And then also, I just wanted to give a little shout out to one of my friends here. Her name is Lena, and she has a small shop that I always have it linked down below. I believe it's pronounced Pepe La Spooky, so definitely go take a look. But she makes a lot of custom items just like this. This one has got to be my favorite by far. It's a little money pouch, so that is what I kept my money in. And if you go check on Instagram, I showed you guys a little close-up of it as I was doing my weekly cash count. But yes, I just wanted to say thank you so much, Lena, for this. I absolutely love them, and my husband does too. I really think that this format of however you did this, game changer, and keep on doing it. So thank you so much. So I want to do things a little backwards today, and we are going to first stuff my savings challenges. So we are going to be doing my 2025 savings challenge, and guys, it is officially sold out. So this guy is gone. And thank you guys so much for every single one of you who have purchased this. And if you have, leave me a comment down below. I hope that we have been stuffing this together all year long, but the last one finally sold. And to that special person, thank you so much. So we are going to be cash stuffing $64. I wanted to do high amounts because I had a little bit of an abundance this week, and I figured why not? We are going to be cash stuffing this $64 right here. What's nice about this is that you could go in order, but you can also go out of order. It does not matter. As long as you accomplish all 4 bubbles in the month, you will come out the same. So it does not matter. But that $64 I did with a 50, a 10, and 4 ones, but I have a star note. So 61, 2, 3, and 4. So we are going to look at that here soon with my star notes binder, but that was a fun little surprise. So we've got this $64 here. I'm just going to join it. Okay. And so far we have 51, 110, 20, 25. So 125, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So right now we have $132 for April, and the rest of these envelopes have already been unstuffed and put into my high yield savings account that I have with Ally. I have had Ally for over, gosh, I think we're going on 2 years this fall. Absolutely love it. You guys will hear me talk about it often. And Melina, please put up a screenshot of what you were talking about. So I will show you guys the bucket that is housing all of this money and what we have currently plus what I just counted, that 132. But that is it for this savings challenge. Next, we're going to hop into this yearly savings challenge binder. I do have 2 going on in here right now. I have one from my good friend Cooper over at Purely Budgets, which is what we are going to be stuffing today. But I also house my yearly from Maddie over at Budget with Maddie in here. We are a little caught up, so I wanted to go ahead and take a break from hers this week. And I want to go ahead and complete the month of April for Cooper's. So this fun little challenge, I just love it because it's an additional $220 at the end of the year, and just something that you save each month, and they're not too high. The one we're stuffing today is $34, but there's one on here for 10, 20, 14, 9 even. So yeah, love it. But we are gonna do $34. So 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll have to fill her out here in a second, but I want to count this. And we currently have saved so far 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $85 already. I love that. And Cooper, if you're watching, this is brilliant. I freaking love this so, so much. And I love all the icons. Super, super cute. So I love getting to do this every single month. Okay, so that is it for his challenge, and we will move on to my Mean Girls challenge next. Okay, so here is my Mean Girls binder. This is my checkered PVC binder that I do sell in my Etsy shop. So if you've ever been looking for a fun little checkered binder, I have brought it to you guys, okay? So this is where I am housing my Mean Girls challenge. And PVC, the fun thing about it is that it just bends back and forth really easy. Like it changes form, so hopefully eventually it lays flat. But I just love the feel of this binder so, so much. So we have already completed my tracker that was within this collaboration. So that was $100 saved, and I still have that in there. Now we are working on Cooper's, and so I'm going to be completing his today, and I thought it would be so nice to complete it on camera. So we are going to be stuffing this $8, $9, and $17 to complete it. Every single one of the trackers within this collaboration was worth $100. And those three numbers combined is 34. So 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So me and 5 of my friends got together and we wanted just to create a collaboration that we could share with all of our followings. So it turned out to be great. I think a few of us have a few left. I think Amanda is sold out from Simply Budgeted, and I'm not quite sure anybody else has updated. At the point of me filming this, I have one left, and then I know that they can be found amongst the other friends' shops. So if you don't see it in ours, definitely go show them some love and buy it from them, because once they're gone, they're gone. And I cannot wait to actually like restart this eventually in the future. They're reusable, guys. So we have saved, we need to double check that we've got 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, $100. Perfect. So we have now saved $200 out of $600, and that is so exciting. And whose is next? Okay, we're gonna be doing Raylynn's next. I also have Angie's. I mean, I have everybody's, you know. Amanda from Simply Budgeted, and Maddie with Budget with Maddie. And I saved this one for last because I just like, I'm obsessed with this ghost. I think it is just so freaking cute. So it was a really fun collaboration to do together, and I'm so glad, honestly, we were able to do it together. But that is it for my Mean Girls challenge. And now we will resume back to the usual way that I cash stuff first, but we are starting here now. So this is my high priority binder, also known as my short-term sinking funds binder. I know so many of you are so excited for the binders to come, and let me think. So today is April 5th. So that means shipping and everything was confirmed yesterday because production finished on the 4th, and we are getting so much closer to these binders being in hand, and I cannot wait to show you guys. All of my binders are going to be changing. The quality is just, I almost, like, I'm going to toot my own horn here. I think they are almost better than Moterm. I cannot wait to have them in hand and literally to feel the quality and the luxury behind it. I feel like there's just nothing out here within the binder making realm that is going to feel like this binder. I literally threw my entire heart into this and wanted to make something so, so, so different. So I cannot wait to show you guys the differences in my binders versus these binders, because it honestly took me a lot of convincing to even dance around coming out with my own binders if it could not be like my Moterms or better, and I think I have accomplished it. So I cannot wait to get those here and honestly see them in y'all's hands too. So yeah, but let's get started. We are going to be stuffing household, and household is getting $20. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20. Groceries is going to be getting its almost usual 120. And there's a lot in here right now because we haven't unstuffed. So Groceries has 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 61, 2, 3. So 563. But how are you guys? How is your weekend going so far? I know it's only Saturday morning, but you know, we live for the weekends over here. So let me know what your big plans are. Clothing is going to get $50. And I just did that with a 50. This particular envelope is just for me and my husband. We are gearing up for Paris. We leave June 3rd, and I'm so excited to be getting some new pieces of clothing, and we're also going to be doing a vow renewal photo shoot. So I want to have a really pretty dress for that. Clothing has 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, 500, 550, 570. So 570 right now, and I did already purchase quite a bit from Shein. I'm waiting for all of that to get here. Let me try it on, return what didn't fit, and go from there, because you know, Shein is where the bargains are at, okay? And they're super cute. Beauty is going to be getting $10. So do not sleep on Shein. You know, not everything's perfect. I would say almost 80% of what I purchase every time I actually keep, because it does fit. I followed the reviews and the sizing, and yeah, don't sleep on it. So Beauty has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 135, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. It's 140. Gas is getting $60. 50 and a 10. Okay, so we've got 51, 152, 220, 240, 250, 60, 70, 80. So 280. Cheerio and Pretzel are going to be getting $25 today. It is time to get our little girl groomed. That'll work. Okay, so we've got 150, 170, 190, 210, 215, 220, 221, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 225. Medical is getting $20. And we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 70. So 270. Okay. Oh, wait. I thought I did that wrong. Did I say 10? No, I did 20. Right? Okay, I must be losing my mind, but I need to double count this. So 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 70. Okay, so it is 270, and I did put $20 in here because there's not a $10 bill. So, unless I grabbed a 5. I don't know, guys. When I edit this, it'll be fine. Family Fun is getting $20. So we've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130. Okay, my envelope is going to be getting $20 this week. So we've got 20, 40, 5, 6, 7. And my husband will also get $20. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3. He's richer than me. Nails is getting $25 because I usually do 20. But I'm going to have to do my appointments every 4 weeks from here on out because I just got my nails done today. We went with a creamy white, and this is what they will look like for probably the next 3 to 4 months. Simply because I like this. It goes with everything, and especially for Paris, it's just simple, cute, manicured, and we're going to go with it. But because my appointments are going to be every 4 weeks instead of every 5, I need to add that extra 5 as often as I can. So we've got 20, 40, 5. Okay, date night is getting $20. And we have 50, 70, 80, 90. Eating out is getting a lot this week, and it's getting $115. So 1, 10, and a 5. And guys, again, has not been unstuffed, but I know that this much is not in here, but I will count it for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 410, 415, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 420, but after this past weekend, 1000%, that's not in here because we went to dinner Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that was a lot for a family of 4. Barber is going to be getting $20. And it has 1, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. Car maintenance is going to get 10. And we have 1, 200, 220, 240, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. So 280. Okay, and that is it for our short-term sinking funds. Oops, there we go. Next, we have long-term sinking funds. Okay. Renovations, we're going to throw $10 in here. Anything helps with all the stuff we are about to do here. 20, 40, 50, 60. There's just a lot of fixes that we need to do, and I'm just ready to get out of this house too. So I don't know, maybe this year, maybe next year, but it is already on the brain, and yeah. Organizing is going to get $10. And we've got 50, 70, 90, 110. But this is our very first ever home. We've never lived like anywhere else. And we literally have outgrown it. So we're trying our best to make it last as long as possible, but we have outgrown it. Gardening has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. Did I throw 10? I think I did. We'll see. Me getting to talking and then I forget. Beverages is getting $20. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. That is a lot for my little beverage envelope. Cash stuffing fund is going to get 10. This is how I support my friends and everybody else that's doing cash stuffing things on Etsy. So we've got 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Injections. Okay, so I'm really excited about this one because we are finally completing what we needed, which is 240. Let's pray. Okay, because I think I did it right. Crossing my fingers. So we should have 240 here. 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230. Nope, I didn't do it right. One more week. Okay, hold on, one more count. 150, 70, 90, 210, 220, 230. Okay, we're almost there. We just need 10 more dollars. So next week we'll be able to complete this and then pay the credit card for that transaction. We're going to skip back here to Ford Everest, and it is getting $15. And it looks like I do have my little tracker in here. So 15, 10, and a 5. Okay, and then I am going to be using my Millennial Dollar permanent markers. Today is the 31st. Yes, whenever I'm filming, I'm going to add 15, and that will give us 250. Okay, so 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Perfect. Let's air that out a little bit because permanent is not your friend in these envelopes. I'm just going to say, but we do our best, okay? And it's doing okay. Dry cleaning is going to get $15. 10 and 5. Okay, so we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. So now we've got enough to run my husband's clothes to the dry cleaners, as well as our comforters. We get those dry cleaned. Yard work is going to get 10. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This will help with anything we need for the lawnmower, or just to get gas, or some seating, which we probably need, or also we've been having the bad case of like wasp nests all of a sudden. So luckily what we're using gets rid of them, but I swear it takes like a week, and another one's trying to build somewhere else on the home. So not necessarily the same location, but still, like, come on. Concerts is going to be getting $50, and that is a lot today, but we need to just start building this up. So 51, 120, 140, 150. This is going to help for our snacks and beverages when we go to our 2 concerts in May, as well as any childcare we may need. Birthday parties is getting $25. I have not unstuffed from my son's most recent 8th birthday, which, by the way, he had an amazing time. Seriously, thank you everybody who reached out on Instagram and wished him a happy birthday. Holy moly, you guys are amazing. I know some of you also wished him a happy birthday here on YouTube, so thank you so, so much. I did read all of y'all's messages to him, and a lot of the time he wanted to read them himself. And a handful of y'all got him in a little voice memo saying, thank you so much for the birthday wish. So I know many of you really enjoyed that, and that's just how I share a little bit of my heart, because you guys are so, so kind to take time out of your day to wish him a happy birthday. And he was just honestly amazed that so many people knew it was his birthday. So thank you guys so, so much. Birthday parties currently has 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 60. So 460, 470, 480, 490, 495, 500, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 505, I think that's correct. We will move on. Okay, gifts is going to be getting $25 as well. So we got 20 and a 5. And gifts has 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 75. Lottery we are skipping, and I think that is it. So we are done with long-term sinking funds. Something's getting stuck. Probably this guy. I'm about to take him out. I love him, but he just gets in the way. Next we have the kids binder. And what are we stuffing first? Kids buffer. Okay, so this one I do have quite a bit of trackers in here. So I do want to just kind of move this over to the side and see what we're adding. So for this one, kids buffer is going to receive $10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So that is correct. Okay, so going forward, I am just going to go ahead and update my trackers at the end and just put the cash into their envelopes. So Mason is going to get $5 today. And he's got 20, 30, 35, 40. Madden is going to be getting $7 because I've waited long enough since the last time he purchased something to not make it the same as his brother's, because, you know, he spent and his brother didn't. But I'm tired of seeing that envelope like that, and they don't know that I do this, so it doesn't even matter. But Madden has 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 35. So he is $5 less, but I just needed it to be at least up to the 5 or the 10, whatever you want to say. Clothing and shoes is getting $30. And they did get some new clothes this weekend, so this will help with that. But we've got 120, 140, 150, 60, 70, 170, 175, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So 180. And then we are going to skip back to school. And back to school is getting $20. We just had to pay for a field day shirt, so that came out of here already. 100, 200, 250, 270, 280, 90, 300. And this envelope will be for both of my boys this coming fall. So, no, that's right. Okay. School expenses we are skipping, and sports is going to be getting $40. So 20, 40. And sports now has 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200. Which I love to see it because this also helps with his batting cage fees and things like that. Okay, and then braces gets $15. So 10, 5. And braces has 1, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300, 310, 320, 325, 330, 335, 340. Okay, so $340. And I think it is about time to move this to our high yield savings account because of how much is in here. So I definitely want to do 300, but it was 40, right? So 1, 2, 250, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this 300 back here for braces. Put this $40 in here. And because we're doing this, I at least need to keep track of it. So, whoops, 331 plus 15 is, there's 300 in here. Oh, that's 340. Okay, 340. Perfect. And then you guys know it. We need some cash placeholders in here. So 300 is what we are looking for. And I know I've got one because I just purchased some new ones from J Budget. I swear they're in here. They better be in here. Hold on. Here's 5. 4. Yay. Okay, so I do. I've got a $300 one there. And so yeah, these are from J Budgets. I will have her link down below because I don't think I've ever shared her stuff on here yet. I just love her content. She is so cute. And yeah, so we've got our $300 placeholder there. And then because we're putting this into our high yield savings account, it will start accruing that high yield interest rate until the day we need that money, which is really good. Make the money work for you. Okay, and then I think that is actually it for this binder. Yep, we are done with the kids binder. Next, we have been saving some money in our travel spending. So let me come back here to our essentials tab. And here we go, spending fund. Okay, so this fund tracker, you guys know it. I always have to give shout outs to my friends. So if you're here for it, thank you. But it's just important because I know that I have quite a bit of new faces around here often, and you guys are amazing. But we have been stuffing $20 into this extra spending envelope for our trip just to have a little extra. So let's give it a count. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 220. And so $200 more, and we'll have like fully funded our $420 for spending money. So there's that. And gosh, our trip is coming up so quick. I need to actually check my email here soon because yeah, I really need to do that because I know he's been emailing me. I think we finally agreed to all of our terms and stuff. It's our travel agent. He's helping us out, and honestly, I'd rather it be this way to make sure that we make the most of our trip. But yeah, I need to do that today. Next, we have holidays and summer. And in here, it's going to be really quick today, guys. We're going to stuff for Easter, and I think maybe 2 other envelopes. Easter is getting $24. However, I found a star note. So I'm going to put that off to the side, and it's actually going to get $23. That's just how I decided to allocate my money, and it's going to work. So there we go. So with that $23, we have 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 220, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. So $243 to go towards the Easter things, and I really need to hop on that too. So this week will be all about figuring out their Easter baskets. Next, we're going to hop back here to Christmas because it is our goal to not skip Christmas. So we're doing the $50 in here. Yeah, okay, so we've got 500, 700 in the bank, so $750 after doing this. And every time I reach 100, I do move it over to Ally Bank. just because it can sit there for the whole year and not, you know, not making any money for me in this envelope. You know what I mean? So next and lastly, we are stuffing summer. This is for my kids' summer camp. I don't foresee we're actually going to end up having to pay for all of it because we do get to pick weeks, but this is just an additional savings to go towards something else as well. So I did go ahead and round up to $50. I usually do $48, but that $2 extra, I was like, you know what? I will just throw it into summer. Why not? So we have $1,000, $2,000 in the bank, and then $2,000, $50, $70, $1, $2, and $3. So $2,073 for summer. And I think, gosh, when is the date that we're actually going to owe for this? I want to say it's like beginning of May. They're going to ask for like deposits and things like that. So we will need to be prepared in a month, which is wild. Oh my goodness. So that is it for summer and holidays. Okay guys, well, this binder you guys have not seen here in a long minute, but I promise you Instagram always sees it, especially whenever I get quite a few of these star bills at once. Oh, and I forgot. Okay, so I actually have more. I can't remember where these came from. I think they were an Etsy paycheck, actually. So, yay. Okay, so if you're not familiar with star notes, it is this fun little star right here instead of the letter. They put a star there. If you're also not familiar with star notes, they do this because they don't want to trash the whole serial number. So they put a star there and keep with the printing. So I love that about them. I do have my fun little star notes tracker in here. I think it's updated, but I don't know. So we'll just go off of this because it would take me a while to actually update it for you guys here, and we're not gonna do that today. So, but what I am gonna do is go ahead and mark down each bill by using my yellow marker. So let me grab that real quick. But it looks like we have $1, $2. Oh my gosh, we finally finished a whole line. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a check mark there so I know that I've got one more extra. And I am currently trying to figure out how I will change this up for our particular situation. So we've got one $10 bill, and we have one $20 bill. And honestly, I don't know if I was just blind, but I thought we'd hit the 20s first, and I was not paying attention to the ones. But 20s are next. I mean, that's gonna happen. So we are adding a total of $32 in 2 star notes today. And if you haven't been here, these star notes aren't just a random savings. I think they're so cute. And what I plan on doing with them is gifting them to my sons. So they will graduate from high school, and I will divvy up all of these that I have saved, and it'll be an extra little gift to them. They can choose to spend it. They can choose to save it. I don't think any of these star notes are worth anything. They could also take the time to go through and, you know, see how much each one is worth, because supposedly some of these may be worth more than their face value. I'm not sure. So I want that to be just something that they get to do and investigate and see if it's worth that for them, you know? I literally just want that to be a gift for them. So that is it for star notes. And lastly, I wanted to show you guys this little A5 savings challenge book in a video finally. These have taken so long to not just receive the binders, but also for me and my husband to create the inserts here. It is quite time consuming and grueling, so I'll be honest there. But I've always wanted to have a binder savings challenge. So this particular one you may be familiar with. It is called the 100 envelope, and whenever you're done, you will save $550. When you complete this, you can do it as fast as you want or as slow as you want, but with there being 100 envelopes, if you did 2 envelopes a week, you would finish this in a year, I believe, or even like a little less than a year. So love that. I don't have every insert in here, but this is what it's going to look like. You'll have your little insert here that tells you how much to stuff in each one. And then behind here is the little pocket, so you'd be able to see the cash on this side. So let me just give you guys a little view of it. So you can just fold your cash up, And let me come back here to it. And let's say this was $2, not $5. You just stuff it in there like that, and you can see that it's there. And then at the very back, I have provided you guys with a tracker because we all love to track. So if you had just completed $5 or $2, whichever, you would just mark this out with your Millennial Dollar marker or dry erase or whatever have you. So, and I thought it would just be fun to see your progress here and what you have left as well. So these binders are going to come in 2 colors to start with. Let me go ahead and take this out real quick. But I am starting off with this sage color. And then also there is going to be a rose color. So rose and sage is what is coming in the A5 size. And then I also will have some other fun A6 savings challenges that you guys have seen around Instagram. They are my holographic yearly monthly savings challenges, and those are just a little bit smaller in denomination, but there is going to be a big one, and it's going to be 10K, because that is the goal here, right? Like, we are trying to save as much money as possible and see our financial situations just become the best they've ever been. So that is a little bit about my binders that are coming. Okay guys, well that is it for today's video. We've got our $300 here that we will transfer into Ally banking account so that we can have that bucket for his braces going. But also I just wanted to take a moment here real quick and just give you guys a huge thank you for every single one of you who are new, but even those that have been here for the past like year plus. I know that I started my YouTube last year, 2024 in January, and it has been such a wild, fun ride. Thank you guys so much if you've been here since then. I know some of you have let me know in the comments, and that literally just blows my mind. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Also, I am coming up on celebrating my first full year of being on Etsy. I do have plans, something special. I'm not going to reveal it yet. If you want to know, you need to go follow me on Instagram, because that is where I'm going to announce that fun 1-year anniversary of my Etsy small shop. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. Click this little button to the right side of your screen. It'll automatically subscribe you to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next one. Bye.